Hi, Coach Leipold here. Bulls coming off a 18-17 win at Kent State last Thursday. Turn around, host Northern Illinois for their 4th straight win tomorrow night. The game's on ESPNU, 8 p.m. So that questions for Coach Leipold.
Okay, very simply, when you watch Northern on tape, what is the most impressive thing about the whole picture?
Oh, I just think, a complete football team. I think when you're looking at, I think, things that we want to be in the long run, I think they have a lot of those things going for them right now. Big physical offensive line, physical defense as a whole, depth at running back, leading rusher in the league, multiple receivers, the big physical receivers, smaller receivers with great quickness, all those things, quarterback run game, a lot of things that make it very difficult to defend, and it's very apparent why they've been as consistent as they have, and that's a credit to Rod and his staff. So that being said, it's a great challenge for us, one that we're excited that we've been able to put ourselves in a position that this is a meaningful game, and a game that we get a chance to be on national television on a weeknight appearance and continue our quest this season.
What do you see from their quarterbacks?
Well, limited time there with with the injury, but young man stepped up, did a heck of a job, and he managed. I'm sorry, did I answer that? Or you say corners?
I said cornerback.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you want to talk about the quarterbacks,
I'm sorry.
that's fine with me.
My bad. I said, well, I guess I'll finish that. But the quarterback Graham got thrown into the game there, kind of, and you could see a team though that rallied behind him. They put him in good situations to make plays. He made plays with his arm. He made plays with his feet. Corner-wise, I think very athletic. They lead the conference in interceptions as a team. They're physical, get up on you, and you can tell they play a lot of confidence. They want to play man if they want, in their zone schemes, whatever they want to be. So another good challenge for us, and I think Andy and the offensive staff has continued to work different ways that we can be a little different on a weekly basis, though, on how we're going to try to get people off the line of scrimmage, put people in different situations.
A lot of press coverage. Yeah,
I'm sure they'll see it. I think when people probably look at us, that's probably one way to challenge us always is to get up on us, and I think we've used some stack formations and things like that to try to help us.
No, they're number 2, the safety. He's leading in tackles.
Yep.
Do they bring him with their good corners? Do they bring him down a lot? Or
well, you can, and then that's an advantage when you have excellent corners, and the corners that play well and play with confidence and can play man and do things. You can get those safeties involved and get those extra hats involved in the run game, and that of course makes running the ball even more difficult. But yeah, that's and a lot of times it used to be in the time where if your safeties led you in tackles, you thought you had problems. Well, now it's usually that you've got a good opportunity that you're getting them involved in the run game, the extra hat, like I said, that can fill in, and it's tough to account for.
A win this week would bring it to 4 in a row and bowl eligibility, especially against a win against a team like Northern Illinois or Toledo a couple weeks ago. I mean, what does a win like that mean?
A win, I mean, a lot of those things would be a nice step for our program and along the way. But whether it be Northern Illinois or Jefferson High School in Wisconsin, I guess it would be a 4th win is going to be important for us and continue our confidence and again, as we strive for consistency to continue to be better and do the things that we talked about from the day we got here, and that is to make sure that give our seniors a best chance for success and put them in a position to play in a bowl game and to build a program that's going to be consistently in bowl games.
It was a balanced rushing attack for Jordan Anthony last week, something you kind of see happening again this week.
Well, you hope so. We've never had a design that this guy needs to get 75% of the carries and 80% of the yards, and this guy's going to do it. I've always felt the more depth you have and the more weapons you have, you're able to spread it out. And again, think when games get close and you have fresher bodies and fresh legs in the fourth quarter, you have a chance to be successful. And I think both of those guys have handled it really well. And if whoever has the hot hand, or there are certain plays or certain situations that's going to put one guy in the game over the other, and they seem to embrace that.
Their defense blitzing, are they more or less, or about what? It depends on the game.
It depends on the game and the matchup. I'm sure down and distance, but statistically of what we had is probably right in the same ballpark of what they what most people do. I think, Mark, they're you know, depending on what they want to disrupt you against, and again, a team that's as solid as they are in many different ways. I think it's based on you know, you look at that non-conference schedule again. They went through a tough 3-week, you know, march and even the UNLV game was a game that you know, that's a program that's getting better as well. So they were pretty tested there in that 3-4 game run there.
They had 2 extra days more than you did for this game.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 1, counting the fact they got to travel.
Right.
Do you spend a lot of time thinking about that or worrying about that?
You can't right now. And in what some of the coaches have told me, and I've tried to ask a few questions, and you kind of live and learn through this a little bit, is that it does kind of, it'll balance out. It just doesn't know what week it balances out for you.
Well, they got a short week when they got to play Ohio. So
yeah, so it now in this matchup it may not, but you know, Kent had an extra week off versus to prepare, and I think that's just the way it kind of works. And these midweek games even sometimes make it even a little bit that way.
So today, is it a normal day before the game, or given the fact you got really one last day to prepare, are you doing a little more meeting, or what? How's today work for you?
No, today's going to be like a normal Friday for us here, and we'll be doing a short walk through here. What's different, though, based on what these last few weeks have been with weekday games, is you know, by conference rule, and really what it should be is our players have to attend. We'll have about, forgot the number, and I apologize, probably 20-some guys that have night class tonight. So we've had to move our meetings up today to get what are usually like Friday night or night before the game meetings. Some of those done now. Some of those will be done tomorrow early afternoon. We have a lot of guys that have class tonight. Then they have class, and then everyone pretty much has class tomorrow, and we have to kind of get them back and forth. So that's the part of that's a little bit different, is when you're the home team on these, it's not quite as advantageous sometimes as what it may appear.
Their red zone offense, leading the MAC, pretty amazing success rate, touchdowns by their offense in the red zone. I mean, thoughts?
Just their balance of what they're able to do with their weapons. I think they do a nice job. I think the ability to some of their formations that can cause some gap stress on you, even in their empty sets with a quarterback run game, really, and the motions that they run really make it difficult, and they're able to expose some things that people are doing. Again, they spread the ball out even to their tight ends, receivers, and then you got the lead rusher in the league, you got quarterbacks that can run the ball, and you got really outstanding skill, and that's pretty tough to defend.
Some of those quarterback powers, it's really an option, like a read option, except without the running back. It's he's reading, and either he runs it or he throws it.
Right, and so you run, and sometimes they're pulling, they're using motions to hold you, or they're using motions to draw you out, and all those things become very difficult. They don't run a lot of different plays, but they use all these different formations and ways to scheme you into putting you in tough situations and being disciplined with it. So, Rod
Carey was in the conference. Do you know him a lot, or just acquaintance?
Know Rod decently. We have a lot of mutual friends along the way. About a year ago, I had a chance I was going down there. His tight end coach, Craig Harmon, was on our staff at Whitewater in 2013. And shortly after our national championship, Rod had called and wanted to hire Craig. Craig's an alum of there. Gone down there just the summer of 14 and spent a little time with Rod, and then.
You didn't talk to him about the UB job?
No, we didn't even kind of get that way. And I was going to stay longer, but my basement flooded, and I got a call from my wife. It didn't kind of work out the way I'd hoped. But no Rod, no a lot of people that we've crossed paths with a lot of different ways, and a couple other people on his staff. So, but I think a lot of what he's been able to do there.
Including tomorrow, now you end the season 2 of 3 home games. How important is home field advantage, especially in the downstretch of the season?
Well, I think it's always important to play at home, the routines and things that you have. Now the uniqueness of some of these is that they're not on Saturdays, and there's different times, so that rhythm of what you have. But I still think it's important, for our seniors whose careers are coming to a close. Hopefully we'll be able to find. We haven't had the greatest weather. It's either been really hot or we've had some kind of odd weather, but hopefully we'll have some that our fans can come out and watch. I think our guys have worked extremely hard. We've improved, and I think people will enjoy the way our guys are playing the game. All right. Thank you very much.